Hey y'all, this is Liz. I am here on day 18 of my Bell's Palsy adventure, and I was thinking a lot recently over the last couple of days about things that I wish I had known sooner. Um, Not that a lot of this stuff you could even conceive of needing before you actually come down with the Bell's Palsy. But I've made a couple of short lists of things that I thought would be useful to folks who are new to the situation, that might be helpful if you're struggling early on. I have a few other videos I've also posted, which might be good. If you want to check those out, feel free. So, 3 things that I wish I had known sooner. One of the simplest things that kind of shocked me when I realized that I was struggling with it was a real basic thing, which is good for our health and our positive mindset and us, which is washing up, making sure you get your shower in, or your bath, or however you do it. And I know we all have our particular various habits on how we wash up. The thing that was difficult for me, and that I saw in a couple of other Bell's videos, was being in the shower before I had a reliable blink back again, and getting water in my eye, because that hurts. Even if it's not shampoo, it hurts. So after like my 4th or 5th shower and I can't blink, right, trying to keep the water out of my face when you're just, you know, you do your thing, however you do your thing, and you just like, oh, I could wash my face, stick my face in the spray because it usually feels good, right? So the thing that it took me 4 showers to realize is I can wash my hair, I can wash my body, I can wash my face. I can do those things separately, right? I can, what I wound up doing finally after this like 4th or 5th shower was consistently washing my face separately. So I'd get in the shower now, wash my hair, wash my bod, and wet a washcloth when I'm in there and try to keep my face dry. And then after I turn off the water, just kind of like do my face after, so that I don't wind up with water in my eyeball, because you can't blink it out well when your blink is really weak. So give some thought to what is your actual routine. It might be easier to just do your whole bod with a washcloth instead of wrestling your face in the shower if you're a creature of strong habits. So maybe that will prevent some other people from suffering the pain and indignity of the water in the eyeball. I've mentioned in previous videos that I work from home. So typically my struggle is to get enough social time, enough time with people, enough time to talk and have conversations and be heard and to listen and all of that good stuff. I have been struggling with the physical therapy for my speech, and it's still not quite there, even after over 2 weeks. Partly because I am alone so much. But I did get an experience, this is my second observation, to get my people time and my practice in, both for speech and for eating. I had a friend came into town for a conference recently, and we wound up having a nice long dinner together. It had been multiple years since the last time I'd run into him. He knew he was going to be in town, and I was like, hey, why don't we grab dinner? So we did. I wouldn't say that I monopolized the conversation, but I did enjoy having a long talk with this guy because it had been so long. And I just talked. I didn't care about how was my face doing. We were smiling and laughing, and it was good, and he didn't make me feel awkward. And while I was smiling big enough that the strong side of my face was pulled off to the side, which has been happening a fair bit because I tend to be a smiley individual, even though I was laughing and smiling or whatever and my face got pulled to the side, it was good practice for me to hang out with this friend and just do some talking, because I can go hours in the silence here in my house. So don't avoid your friends. People who are your real friends will adjust to how you are currently speaking and managing your face. And if they aren't, most people are decent enough to at least keep their comments to themselves, unless, or you can tell people that you're happy to tell them about what's going on if they're curious. If people are rude, I don't know, don't give them the time of day. I don't have a good solution for that, because my people have all been really supportive, thank God. But I have been tempted to avoid my people, and I have done a lot of that, actually. I have missed all of my dance practices. I've been hanging out with my husband, which is not awful at all. I love him to bits, and he's really restful to be with, but I have not gone out to spend a lot of time with my other people because I didn't really want to deal too much with worrying about what other people are thinking. So, but I had this great dinner and great conversation, and my face felt good, and I ate some favorite kinds of food. Also, in that regard, eating different kinds of food is a good physical therapy to get your mouth moving and wrapping around things. I had sushi dinner a week ago, and a big piece of sushi, and I ate on the palsy side of my face, and I could feel my muscles working to make that happen, and I think that was really beneficial. So I'm trying to challenge myself to eat on the palsy side as much as I can, because you have to work those muscles. I'm also practicing drinking more on that side, and I don't right now have to do the cup. There's a thing when I drink, I make a cup with my tongue and the roof of my mouth, and before, when I was leaking sometimes, I would shunt the liquid to the stronger side of my face. Now I play around with that. I see, can I keep this shut? Challenge yourself. Keep doing that. Something that I wish I'd done more often is more of my exercise and the movement that I like to do, because it helps with pain relief and it helps with stress. We're working the muscles of our face and neck, and probably shoulders, in unaccustomed ways. And I know that I have a tendency to collect my stress in my jaw, which I can't afford to do right now with the palsy, and my neck and my shoulders. So make sure that if you are stressing yourself out, which everybody who has this probably does, because it's just a stressful situation, gentle neck movements to keep yourself limber. Also, because a lot of your lower jaw facial expressions engage down here into your neck as well. There was a frowny face, which I could find by using my strong side, and it was engaging down all the way down to my collarbone. So you want to try and keep your shoulder muscles warm and limber, your neck muscles warm and limber. Gently moving yourself so that you have the space to exercise your face muscles like you need to for the palsy. But just move your shoulders and your neck very gently, slow, and repeatedly until you warm up. You should be able to actually feel your muscles warm up, and that will help you to drop some of the stress that you accumulate from having to do these unaccustomed things with your face. So those were the main things that I was thinking that might be useful to folks who are new with the palsy. I've got my other video about an eye patch. I've got the video about doing the diagonal eye tape. I'm gonna make an effort and a promise to myself to get out and see more of my people this week. And beyond that, I'm just trying to get on with my regular everyday life as much as I can. And it's a struggle, and I worry, and I'm trying to lean on my friends as much as I can. My husband's been great through all of this, and shoot, I don't know. I hope we can all keep going with this. Keep going, keep optimistic, and keep your head up. Alright, that's all I got for now, and I will see if I come up with some new stuff that I want to make another video on. But I hope you're all well, and you're keeping cheerful. Sending love.